Saths, again, good afternoon to you. So the question to you initially was, how much stress are leaders facing right now? It seems as if the problem of the pandemic is intensifying, and it's stress not only in the public sector but also in the private sector.
Oh, yes, of course. And I think that most persons in leadership, responsible ones, will be taking tremendous stress. There's many ways that one can deal with stress, and I think many people in leadership are aware of the kinds of things they can do. So I think most of the public is not that kind to them and expect them to be better than the rest of us. And that's why they, in addition, experience a higher degree of stress than otherwise. After all, they've chosen to be in leadership, and they need to take the blows with the kudos, as it were. In this current situation, there is no respite. It's been somewhat 9 months of unrelenting information about COVID, and the messaging, I think, has gotten lost along the way. And to see ministers like we saw today making those appeals is a little probably important, but I think they're not the right communicators. We're not getting the right messages out to the population out there, because we've heard Nkosazana Zuma, we've heard almost on a daily basis Minister Mkhize, and of course Bheki Cele, but those are not the right communicators. We need, like this medium, eNCA has on a fairly regular basis informed the public about what should happen. I don't think other media is quite doing that in the right way, and that is what we need to have right now, because we are, as the UN Secretary General Guterres said, we are all in this together, but some of us seem to be out of it at the best of times.
Just going back to President Ramaphosa last night, did you get a sense that his level of frustration was increasing? At one point he was begging us to listen. I think he used the word beg. The tonality has changed. I guess that's understandable, isn't it?
It is very understandable, and I think whoever's writing the president's speeches needs to review what they write, because some of it tends to be a little bit repetitious. It needs to be said in different ways. So I feel very much for this president, because together with the crown that he wears go the thorns around that crown, and he's going to catch it from whichever segment is possible. So I think that the messaging needs to be more clear, explicit, shorter, but at the same time, I think we need to hear the president speak to the nation himself about these frustrations, and that's what's not happening right now. If he can open up and share that, because I think he's one of the more credible leaders we have, despite whatever attacks may come from within and without, and he needs to actually be enabled to speak from the heart more, because hopefully that message will carry through, because very few have the credibility left as he does.
It really does take courage and fortitude, though, to speak from the heart. Saths Cooper, thank you very much for joining us, a clinical psychologist. Now let's switch tack.